little longer. You got me going under. I'm a weak child. Lover, you got me high like California. Your pink sky while it's hot all over. You're a dreamer. Please say don't go, babe. I won't behave. I'm raising hell with you tonight. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go up with one big explosion. Make my heart break into pieces. Don't say you can't, I don't believe it. I'm a dreamer. Lover, you make me crave all that I shouldn't. Our love is so but sweet as sugar. I'm a weak child. Please say don't go, babe. I won't behave. I'm raising hell with you tonight. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go up with one big explosion. No, it ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Oh, you and I, a final ride. Yeah, you and I, a final night of highs. A triple life, a final cry. 'Cause you and I used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go out with one big explosion. No, it ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Hold on, why can't you stay a little longer? You got me going under. I'm a weak child. Lover, you got me high like California. Your pink sky while it's hot all over. You're a dreamer. Please say don't go, babe. I won't behave. I'm raising hell with you tonight. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go up with one big explosion. No, it ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Hold on, don't make my heart break into pieces. Don't say you can't, I don't believe it. I'm a dreamer. Lover, you make me crave all that I shouldn't. Our love is so but sweet as sugar. I'm a weak child. Please say don't go, babe. I won't behave. I'm raising hell with you tonight. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Although my heart will be broken, let's go out with one big Used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. Used to be paradise. It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower. Or then my heart will be broken. Let's go up with one.
You over there can do so much. You can do so much, and you can only do so much. Aren't both statements really, really true? Sometimes just getting out of bed is a challenge. Sometimes just showing up is a challenge. But just showing up sometimes just getting out of bed, that's enough. Give yourself permission to do exactly what is right for you. Oh, okay, so my monitor's frozen and things are wonky, but I'm going to keep on going. So here's the deal. This is your yoga. I'm Jan. This is Piper. This is 316 Yoga. This, best part, it's your yoga from home. Your yoga from home, it's a 1 hour long strength and balance practice. Every day our practices are different. I hope you check us out every single day and do what you can with what you got. Use props to make that happen. For the props today, I've got my eye shade and my towel. That's great for final Savasana. 2 yoga blocks come in handy all the time. I've got a strap, but I'm not going to use the strap today. Maybe you will. It's up to you. Make it work for you. And some water. Okay, so those are our props. Have you done yoga before? Is this like your 50th time doing it, your 1000th time doing it, or maybe your first time doing it? Whatever it is, right now, do what we do every day. Lock in a stress number on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. How are you stressing out right now? Oh, how are you stressing out? Lock that number in and let's think about a word. And the word I'd like you to think about today as you practice is the word peace. A real important word and a beautiful word for this time of year. Peace. Peace. Peace to all of you. Peace. And I want you to think of peace today as meaning, peace with inside of you, making peace with your body, making peace with just being kind to yourself. So that's what I'd like you to think about peace today. All right, you got your stress number locked in. Let's start our practice. It's 1 hour long. Do what you can with what you got. You can maybe have a chair nearby too. That's a great prop. We're going to start standing. We always start out standing. Most days we start out standing, except for our restorative practice days. In your standing position, I'm going to push this on back. And I'm going to come on up to a standing position. So in our standing position, what we're going to do is have fun today and not stress over things. All right, so in your standing position, let's do our usual little warm-up. As you're standing, spread your feet so they're about hip-width distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips, send your shoulders back. Lift your chest on up and strike that stand of confidence. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Let it go. Let's come on up onto the balls of our feet. As you do this, keep your heels behind your toes, lift and lower. It's one of those days. And it's good. It's all good, right? It's all good because you're doing your yoga. Yoga helps lower stress in our bodies. It helps make us more flexible, more mobile. It's all good. Plant your feet. Feet are solidly on the ground. Lift your arms high up to the sky. Interlace your fingers. Send your palms up to the sky and start to sway gently from side to side in what's called a palm tree pose. This little warm-up of about 6 poses just kind of gets the blood flowing and just acts as a little marker in your body of where we're going to be going, what we're going to be doing. Bring your hands to your low back. Send your chest and belly forward. Squeeze your elbows back. Look up, up, up to the sky. Breathe. Exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, let your fingers come toward the earth. Let your gaze go back toward your knees or your belly button. Let your head hang heavy and shake it out. Sweep your arms on up. Come on back up to a standing position. Arms are lifted. Take a big breath in. And a big shoulder softening breath out. Start to do some arm circles with your arms. Circle them to the back of your room and add in a bend in your knees. So wake up your knees. Just get them moving. You don't have to go very far. You don't have to do a whole lot. Do what feels right for you. Always do what feels right for you. Don't hurt. If something hurts, back out of it. Take your arm circles in the other direction. Knees bend when the arms are down. Knees straighten when the arms go up. Blood flowing. Maybe the little warm-ups, all you can manage to squeeze in today. That's really good. It's all right. It's all right. Come to a standing position. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let it all go. All right, big coat swing. Start to sway from side to side, left to right. Tap your hip, tap your backside. Look over your shoulder. Shoulders are soft. No tension here. That's a big part of your yoga. You want to let the tension go. Breathe. Let's finish up. Bring your arms down by your sides. Take a big breath in and let the arms go up. Extended mountain. Take a little baby back bend. Exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, let's do ragdoll pose. For your ragdoll pose, what you want to do is have your feet hip width distance apart. Hands are reaching for opposite elbow creases. Let the crown of your head hang toward the earth. Put a little bend in your knees and see how that feels. Take a deep breath in and a big belly emptying breath air out. Start to sway gently from side to side, one elbow back toward one knee, then the other toward the other. Let it go. Let this feel good. Take a moment here. Feel what you feel. And just realize you're doing so much goodness for your low back. So like I said a moment ago, if this is all you can squeeze in today, you've done your yoga. Good on you. Let's finish up. Bring the arms back to the midline and stillness of the body. Wiggle your toes, lift them up off the mat, and then plant them on your ground. Bring your arms down. Come on into a child's pose. This is, you got your body warmed up. Now let's let the outside world go. Let everything go. Let everything go. Knees together, big toes touching, hips back towards your heels if you like. Introduce a block if you want to bring the ground up to you. Arms can be down by your sides. You can rest your forehead on this block and find length in your spine. An alternative pose is a wide-legged child's pose. For that, knees are spread wide, big toes are still touching, and your arms are going to reach to the top of your mat. You could still have a block here to rest your head on if you like, or no block at all as you sink your head down to your mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Letting things go, that's the important part. Let things go. We hold on to too much material things, thoughts, worries, concerns. Let it go and just be present right here, right now. Are you even aware of how your mat feels underneath the tops of your feet and your hands? Are you aware of the temperature in your room? Take a deep breath in through your nose and a big breath, sighing it out through your mouth. Stress is gone. I'm letting it go. I choose to let it go. Big breath in, big breath out. Close your lips if you like and breathe in and out of your nose as you build heat in your body and just focus inward. Focus on your breath. Remember this pose, your child's pose. Come back to it anytime you like. But right now, I'm going to come on out of it. So bring your arms underneath your shoulders. Straighten your legs. Tuck your toes towards your shins. Press on up. Plant your feet on your mat. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Sweep your arms on up to an extended mountain pose. Bring your hands to prayer center. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a deep sighing breath out. Let it go. Now re-engage your Ujjayi pranayama breath with the lips closed and just breathe in and out of the nose for a moment or two. You're firmly rooted into the earth. You're strong, you're standing up nice and straight. This is your time, your moment. Honor yourself here. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. Remember, you can do so many things. And also, you can only do so many things. All right, blink your eyes open. Let's do our sun salutation A. All right, to do this, here we go. Lift your arms high up to the sky, extended mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach and lengthen through your fingers. Breathe, look forward, stay focused. When you're ready to exhale, bring your hands to prayer center and hinge forward. Bring your arms down toward the earth. Little bend in your knees, feels good. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your shoulders in line with your hips. Back is flat. Press your hands into your shins, your legs, whatever works for you. Everybody's height is different. Create a flat back. Pull your shoulders back towards your spine so your back is flat like a tabletop, awaiting a cup of coffee. So breathe here. Lengthen through your tailbone and the crown of your head. Now exhale, fold forward, fingers toward the earth, walk your hands forward, and let's do our first Chaturanga Dandasana. To do that, come into a high plank, feet hip width distance apart, arms shoulder width distance apart. Breathe, press into the earth, stay strong, shoulders are over your wrists. High plank, take it to a low plank, just bend your elbows, keeping them hugged in. Flip your feet so the tops of your feet are on your mat and press on up into straightened arms. You can stay elevated, not on your knees, or you can drop to your knees, totally fine. This is your upward facing dog, chest is shining forward. Take it to a down dog, tuck your toes towards your shins, press into the earth, lift your hips high, down dog. Pedal it out, heels are slightly lifted. Breathe. Feel it. Finish. Still your feet. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale. Arms sweep up. Extended mountain pose. Lengthen up here. Let's do it again. Exhale. Hands through prayer center. Fold forward. Inhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Waiting coffee. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat, step it forward, take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Maybe it's high plank to low plank. Press into the earth, inhale, upward facing dog. You can skip it all together and just go back to your down dog if you want. And that's where I'm gonna go now. Tuck the toes toward the shin, send the hips high, down dog. Pedal it out with the heels, one toward the earth and the other. Finish, still the body. Walk the feet to meet the hands or the hands to meet the feet. When you're ready, sweep your arms on up, extended mountain. Exhale, prayer center hands, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands walk forward, high plank to low plank. Take an inhale and an upward facing dog. Take an exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk your hands back to meet your feet or your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. That was your sun A. Heart beating. Whew. Got the blood flowing. Life is good. Time to do our sun B. All right, for your sun B, let's take our arms high up to the sky, extended mountain. Exhale, hands through prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat, walk them forward, high plank, maybe on your knees, to a low plank, elbows hugged in. Inhale, upward facing dog, maybe still on your knees. Exhale, down dog, hips are high. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Sweep it through to a low lunge. So what that means is your right toes are shining forward. Back foot planted solidly on your mat. So feet are down, right toes shining to the front of the mat, left foot is at a 90 or 45 degree angle. Bend into the right knee, having your knee over your ankle. All right, shoulders are over your hips. Open up that right knee more toward the back of your room. Maybe sink a little lower in that knee, bringing your thigh more parallel to the earth. Arms tee out, strong warrior. Lengthen up through the crown of your head and exhale, settle in. Inhale, lengthen. Now turn your head to the right and overlook your right middle finger. When you're ready to exhale, reach it forward. Then tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. Arms are open like a clock, 6 and 12. 6 o'clock, the fingers are pointing down. 12 o'clock, fingers are going up. Look up towards your fingers. Feel a nice big stretch here up the left side of your body. When you're ready to take an inhale, reverse warrior. Come on up. Low body stays right where it is. Right arm goes up, left arm comes down. Look up to your right hand. Breathe. Exhale. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands surround the right front foot. Right foot goes back to meet the left. Your variation may be high plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, letting one heel go down to the earth, then the other. Still your dog, and let's do the same thing on the other side. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. Rise on up, both feet on the ground, arms tee out, sink low into that front knee. Arms are teed out, big breath in, big breath out, settle in, look to the left, inhale, lengthen up, exhale, reach to the front. 6 and 12 arms, breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up, look up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, chaturanga dandasana. Hands come down, foot goes back, high plank to low plank, upward facing dog, then downward facing dog. Pedal it out, finish, still your heels. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up by your side. Come on up to your extended mountain. Breathe. This time, let's take it to chair pose. Bend in the knees. Bend in your knees, sending your weight back more into your hips. Arms reach long to the front. Sink low and reach. Inhale, lengthen through your arms. Exhale, sink lower. One more big breath in, and on this exhale, hands to prayer center, knees straighten, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands, walk them forward, walk your legs back, high plank, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, hips are high, right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge in between the two front hands. Rise on up, always good. Shoulders over hips, legs, feet down. Right knee is on top of the right ankle. Right toes wiggle to the front of your mat. Arms tee out, lengthen up through your midline. Exhale, settle in. One more big inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, reach. Then tick-tock, reach through the fingers. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm high, left arm low. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, chaturanga dandasana. Surround the right front foot. Right goes back to meet left. High plank to low plank. Press into the earth, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out. Pedal it out. One heel closer to the earth, then the other, and then alternate. Other side, still your feet. Left leg goes up. Exhale, bring it forward. Low lunge, come on up. Your warrior two. Arms tee out. Sink on low. Breathe. Sink on down low. Big breath in, lengthen up. Exhale, sink. Look to the left. As you exhale, reach. Then 6 and 12. Look up to the 12. Inhale, reverse warrior, breathe. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga dandasana. Left foot goes back. Arms are solid and strong. Low plank. Press up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out and finish. Straighten your legs. Look back towards your knees or your belly button. Bend your knees, bear plank. Hover the knees above the mat just for a moment or two. Come on down to your knees. Grab a drink. That was your sun salutation A and your sun salutation B. How did you do? I'm going to grab a drink. All right, as you're ready, Maybe you want to use your strap because we're going to do boat pose. You can use your strap if you like and are familiar with it. Today I'm not going to do it. Today is our Tuesday, Saturday practice where we kind of don't use the strap so much. But if it's in your practice to do it, go for it. Nobody's judging you. All right, soles of the feet touch. These are some core things. Hands to prayer center, not as if you haven't been working your core already, right? All those chaturangas. Elbows are open wide like your knees. Hands are at prayer center like your feet. Let's come on down. Come all the way down to fully reclined. Once you're here, maybe bring your heels up more towards your groin. Or not. You do what feels right for you. Now bend the elbows, bring your fingers lightly to your temples or to your ears, keeping the elbows open wide, just like your knees. Maybe you'd like to breathe in and out of your mouth here, letting some heat go. When you're ready, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bringing your navel towards your spine, peel your shoulders on up, lifting through the upper body. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale down, exhale up. Let your chin guide you up to the sky. Little teeny lifts and lowers. Like I said, every day our practices are different. Yesterday we did this for a long time. I bet you were really feeling it. Today we're just gonna do a few more, and you do however many more feels right for you. But now let's finish. Come on down. Elbows are still open wide. The only thing that's going to change here is your legs. Bring your knees together to touch at the midline of your body. Now, maybe adjust your feet so they just feel right and comfortable. A little bit of spread between the feet, soles of the feet on the ground. You can on an exhale, peel your shoulders on up and take this variation of a bicycle, working one elbow toward the opposite knee, then the opposite elbow toward the opposite knee. You can stay here, keeping the feet down if that feels better for your low back. Here's an option. Bring your legs up, knees over your hips, shins parallel to the earth. Shoulders are still down, and you can ride a recumbent bike. Drive through your heels, ride the bike. Put it all together by peeling the shoulders up, pedaling out, one leg straightens, one leg bends, elbow toward opposite knee, breathe. Another variation, straighten your legs and give them a big scissor kick. Legs are straight, breathe. How are you doing? Make it work for you and only you. It's all that matters. Finish, legs come down, arms go high overhead, legs go long, stretch it out, stick pose. Big breath in and big breath out. Bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, take your hands. If you want to use the strap, now would be the time to grab the strap, place the center of the strap underneath the soles of your feet. Today I'm not going to do it because yesterday we did it with the strap. Take your hands behind your knees, low on the hamstrings. Rock and roll up. This is fun. Make it fun. Unless you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, don't roll on your spine. Check with your doctor first. All right, back and forth. Few rocks. It is fun. Make it fun. Enjoy it and play with it. You're in control. All right, let's roll it on up to a boat pose. So you're seated. Shoulders are back. Back is as if it were in a recliner. Squeeze your back, making it nice and flat. Shoulders are back. Lift on up in one leg or the other. Maybe a little lift or maybe a bigger lift, maybe both legs. Holding under the knees, lift the arms, keeping the chest lifted, lean back. Now the hard part, the two corners of your mouth, bring them on up. Put a smile on your face, why not, right? Breathe. Sometimes when you smile, even though you're not feeling it, it'll make you feel it. What comes first, right? Our chicken or the egg? Legs are lifted, arms, maybe you release them. Reach, maybe you reach higher. Higher still, hold it, you got it. Hands to prayer center, little bend in the knees. Row your boat, maybe bring the feet down, it's up to you. One elbow dips, then the other, like rowing a boat, right? Breathe. Let's finish. Come back to prayer center. Come back to the midline of your body. Hike your heels up toward your groin. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Lengthen up to the crown of your head. Oh, exhale. Breathe it out. Sigh it out. Squeeze it out of your belly. You're tight here. And then bring your forehead toward your knees. Little pose called cosmic egg. Kind of fun, make it a balancing pose. Lean on back, lift the weight out of your toes, and breathe here, hold it. Plant your feet, crisscross at the ankles. Let's go back to downward facing dog. Press into your earth, send your hips high. Hands are pressing into your mat, pedal it out. Let's do a chaturanga dandasana if you want, or just stay here in your down dog and pedal it out. Hinge forward, high plank. Elbows bend, low plank, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, tops of your feet are on your mat. Exhale, mitts meet, back in down dog. Hips are high, breathe. Right leg lifted up high to the sky. Exhale, bring it on forward in between the two front hands. When you're ready, rise on up. Let's take a lunge here. All right, all 10 toes are pointing forward. Your back heel is lifted. Right foot is solidly planted. Bend into the knees, hovering the left knee above the earth or lower still, or bring it all the way down. No judgment zone. Do what is best for you. Hands to prayer center. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let it go. Sweep your arms on up. Take a high lunge or on your knee. That's fine too. Reach through the arms. Take a baby back bend, reaching toward the back of your room. When you're ready, exhale, hands to prayer center. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Lengthen up as you look at your right toes. Breathe. You can be down on your back knee or a little lifted. Inhale, lengthen. Now let's add in a twist. Exhale, twist and look a bit to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look more to the right. Maybe you're looking at your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Maybe you look to your right elbow or higher still over the shoulder. Breathe. Let's finish. Come on down to that back knee if you're not already there. Bring your hands gently back to a prayer center position. Have your blocks nearby. Hands inside your right front foot, which is in the front. And then let's go into a runner's lunge. Wiggle your right toes to the top right corner of the mat. Hands are down on your mat. Maybe you use a block to bring the ground up to you. Maybe that's more comfortable. Send your left leg long and straight on your mat. Top of the left foot on your mat. Runner's lunge. Ooh, reminiscent of when we do our lunges other days of the week. So you're getting into the hips. Really big pose here. All right, so let's come on down. Come on down. Hands can come down to your mat, or forearms can come down to your block. Right leg, right foot. Maybe you open it up so you're on the pinky edge side of your right foot. You can stay right here. You can slip it on down all the way to the earth. Breathe in your runner's lunge. As you're ready, press into your hands. Let's take it into a side plank. We don't stay long in these poses today. You take them nice and slow and however works for you, but we flow through them. All right, side plank. Left wrist under your left shoulder. You can be on your left knee and right leg can lift long and straight. You could also send both legs straight, gluing the ankles together, pressing on up, gazing up to your right hand, keeping your hips lifted, and then finish. Come back to a down dog. In your down dog, been here before, pedal it out. When you're ready, kick your left leg high to the sky. As the left leg kicks, high to the sky, exhale, bring it forward into your low lunge. Breathe, you got it. No hurry in getting up. When you're ready, let's come on up, keeping a bend in both knees. Arms to prayer center, hang out here for a moment. Big breath in, big breath out. Remember, you can do so much, and you can only do so much. Hang out. When you're ready, maybe arms go up. Maybe a baby back bend. Maybe arms come back to prayer center. You can drop to that back knee. Nobody's judging you. Take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows stacked. Breathe. Big breath in and big breath out. Look over your shoulder. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Finish. Come back to prayer center. Hands come inside the left front foot. Right leg is long and straight on your mat. Left toes wiggle and jiggle to the top left corner as best you can, as much as you want. Breathe here. Drop on down. Hands on the block. Forearms on the block, maybe the pinky toe. You open up onto that side, breathe. Maybe you come on down all the way to your mat. Finish. Press into your hands. Left foot goes back to meet the right. Hands. Right hand wide on your mat, shoulder over your wrist. Legs can go long, or you can be on that bottom knee. Remember that. Lift out of the hips. Look up to your left arm. One straight line from fingertips to fingertips. How are you doing? Let's finish. Hands come down. Come back to your down dog. Pedal it out and breathe. When you're ready, walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders are pulled back towards your spine. Crown of your head lengthens to the front of your room. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe take your hands, capture your calves, fold in half, breathe, let it all go. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain pose. Lengthen up, let's do a little balancing. Hands to prayer center. Tree pose, Vrikasana. Use a chair nearby, use the wall nearby. Make it work, just make it work and try. All right, so I'm gonna root into my left foot, weight out of my right. Open up the right knee to the side. Place the sole of the right foot wherever works. Maybe you bring the right heel inside the left ankle. Maybe that is a balancing pose today. Perhaps slip the foot up a little higher, or higher still up into the inner thigh. Just don't put that foot on the inner knee. Knees aren't meant to bend that way. Maybe you have a chair here for balance. Hands to prayer center. Take a big breath in. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Grow your branches if you like, and sway them. Find your balance. Push the foot into the leg, leg into the foot. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the right knee to the front of the room. Plant the right foot next to the left. Something a little different today. All right, right side is done. Let's spread our legs wide. Pasarita Padahastasana. Legs spread wide. Let's start out by bringing our body into a big star shape. So big capital letter X. Wiggle your hips. Breathe. Press the backs of your hands to the back of the room. Big breath in. Chest lifts. Exhale, tee out your arms, float them down a little bit with the palms face down. Inhale, lengthen up through your spine, reach through your fingers to the side of the room. Exhale, hinge forward. Keep reaching to the sides of the room. Once your back gets flat, we know this one, take your hands, bring them behind your calves. Hold on to your calves, look behind in between your legs. Crown of the head is heavy toward the earth. Shake your neck, let it go. Decompress the neck, let the head hang heavy. Little bend in your knees, feels good. When you're ready, tee out your arms again. Come on back up to a standing position. Bring your hands to prayer center. Let's do horse. All right, legs are spread wide. Bring your toes more out and your heels a little more in. You know what feels right. And then bend in the knees. Drive the outsides of the knees to the back of the room. Hold here in your horse. For this horse on this side, what we're going to do is we're just going to do some little pulses. So pulse, pulse, pulse. So just little ups and downs at the midline of your body, keeping your knees open wide, keeping your shoulders over your hips. Breathe. Your little pulses, little pulses. Take it nice and low. Hold it here. Stay strong, because you are strong. Yes, you are. You are. You really are. And then pulse, pulse, pulse. Breathe. You shouldn't compare yourself to others. Shouldn't compare yourself to others for your strength or anything else for that matter. The person you should be comparing yourself to is how were you yesterday? Are you better today than you were yesterday? Oh, you betcha, because you're getting strong. Sink lower, sink lower. Shoulders still over the hips. Don't have that tendency to hinge forward. Shoulders over the hips. Stay low. And then pulse. Feet are flat on the ground. You got it. Breathe, 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 and finish. Explode. Explode through the knees. Straighten the knees. Come back to your Pasarita Padahastasana. Star pose. Wiggle your hips. Breathe. Hands to prayer center. Left foot meets right. Guess what? Other side for our tree pose. Root into your right foot. Weight out of your left. Open up the foot. Open up the knee to the side of the room, placing the foot wherever is right for you today. I'm going to bring it on up into the thigh. pressing the foot into the thigh and the thigh back into the foot. If you fall out, nobody saw you. It doesn't matter. Get back in the game. Press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. All right. Hold it here. Maybe grow your branches. Breathe. Look up. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Breathe. Finish up, hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Plant the left foot next to the right. Nice job. Let's do our Pasarita Padahastasana again. All right, spread your legs wide. Arms high overhead, big capital letter X. Wiggle your hips. Just kind of fun and feels pretty good. All right, when you're ready, tee out your arms, palms face down. Reach towards the sides of your room. Inhale, lengthen up through your strong chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Hinge forward. Once your back gets nice and flat like a tabletop ready for coffee, take your hands to your calves. Crown of the head hangs toward the earth. Look back to the dog behind you. Press the elbows in towards your knees. Breathe. Nice big fold forward. Hands are strong. Pull onto your calves. Finish up. Tee out your arms again. Rise on up to standing. Bring your hands to prayer center. Back to horse. All right, maybe spread your feet a little wider. Heels in, toes more out. Sink the shoulders on down. Imagine there's a wall right behind you, and you're going to slide your shoulders on down, putting a bend in your knees, like riding an elevator down. All right, so here you are in your horse pose. How low can you go? All right, this time we're going to lift our heels. So lift both heels up and hold here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Start to alternate with heel touchdowns. One heel touches down, then the other. Breathe. Shoulders are still over your hips. As soon as that heel touches down, the other one pops up and you come up onto the ball of your foot. Come up high onto the balls of both feet. Sink a little bit lower. Stay here. You've been here before. Remember last time we pulsed? This time we're touching the heels down. Breathe. 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 You got it. You got it. You got it. Come high up onto the balls of your feet. Open your knees even wider. Sink a little bit lower. Oh my goodness. Great pose, isn't it? All right. Making you strong. Heel touchdowns. Let's finish. Come up high onto the balls of the feet. Hold here. Take a deep breath in. Shoulders back a little bit more. Heels down. Explode into that 5-pointed star. Breathe. Wiggle your hips. Oh my goodness. Breathe. You got it. All right. Hands to prayer center. One foot meets the other on your mat. It's time for eagle pose, Garandasana. Big pose for the compression of all your major joints. Feels pretty good when you come out of it. You can do it lots of ways. You could do it seated in your chair. You could do just the low body. You could do just the upper body. You decide. All right, first thing, put a bend in your knees. Bend in your knees and look forward. Bend in your knees, hold it here. Arms, lots of places. Prayer center, hands to opposite shoulders, or my favorite, arms reach, right arm sweeps under left, palms touch, squeeze the elbows down, look over your fingertips. Stay low here. Big compression in the upper body. Let's add in the low body. Root through your left foot. Right foot lifts. Maybe you pick it on up and cross your legs, hugging high in your upper inner thighs. Top of the right foot. Maybe you hook it around behind your left calf. Shoulders back a bit more. Squeeze, sink on down, eagle pose. Let's come out of it. Right foot comes to the mat. Arms open up high, reach high, little baby back bend. Exhale, arms back to prayer center. Maybe that's where they stay. Bend in the knees, and hold here. Settle in, get comfy. Hands any way you like, maybe to opposite shoulders. My favorite, parallel arms, number 11 in the arms. This time, left arm sweeps under right. Palms touch, elbows squeeze down, gaze over your fingers, feel it in your shoulders. Root into the right foot if you want, left leg lifts, cross them if you want, top of the left foot, behind the right calf. Sink low, squeeze down, you got it. Shoulders back a little more, tighter squeeze, and then finish. Left foot meets right, arms sweep up, reach high, Tadasana pose. Baby back bend, arms reach back, hands back to prayer center. Close your eyes. You can only do so much. You can only do so much. And you, my friend, can do so much. Eyes are closed. Take a deep breath in. Take advantage of this time. Big breath in and big breath out. Time for eagle, we did eagle pose. Time for dancer pose, Narasana. All right, arms lift up high to the sky. Root into your feet. Root specifically into your left foot. When you're ready, right arm starts to circle to the back of your room. Don't neglect the left arm. Let it reach high up to the sky. When you're ready, weight out of the right foot. And then take your right hand, capture inside your right foot. Knees will have wiggled apart. Bring them back together. Left arm lifts. Kick into your back right hand. Kick onto the back wall. Left arm is your counterbalance, reaching forward. You're kicking to the back wall. Then kick up to the sky. Keep both hips parallel to the earth. Breathe, and then finish. Right leg comes down. Both arms go back up. We got another side to do. Come on, don't give up. Arms are lifted. Sweep the left arm back, back, back. Reach through your fingers up, up, up on the right hand. Root into your right foot. Weight out of the left. Left hand, when the arm comes back, reach those 5 fingers inside the left foot and hold on. Knees together, lengthen up. Exhale, kick, and hinge forward. Kick back, kick up, reach. Find your balance, you're strong. Left foot meets right on your mat. Hands to prayer center. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Whew, let it go. It is time to do our half pigeon pose. This is a big one for your hips. It's a big one. I hope you like it. All right. Hands to prayer center, fold forward. Let the fingers come toward the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Back is flat, been here before. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat. Legs go back. Maybe sneak in a chaturanga dandasana, and we'll all meet back in down dog. High plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, let the right leg come down. Bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Left leg goes long and straight on your mat. Have a block nearby. Bring your right foot. Pull it on up toward the top of your mat, bringing your right shin a little more parallel to the top of your mat. Maybe. Doesn't work for everybody. You decide. Hands can press into the mat. Left leg is long and straight. You can stay right here. Make your hips nice and honest. Don't fall into the right hip. Don't collapse into it. Take your block and maybe slip it behind your right glute so it can't go anywhere. You can press into the earth, slip on down to your forearms, drive your elbows to the sides of the mat, and rest your head on your hands. Now, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, soften in your shoulders. Take a deep breath in to re-engage and strengthen, and a deep breath out. You send the breath to your hips, creating space there. A cue that I really like here is think of creating space in your hips. Let all the tension go and get the tension out of your head, because it's your head that's keeping your hips tight. Let it go. Think you can, and you can. And the opposite is true too. If you think you can't, you can't. Breathe. We don't hold this pose very long today, so let's come out of it. Press into your hands. Join us tomorrow. We'll hold it longer. Join us on a Thursday or a Sunday. We hold it even longer still. Tuck your back left toes under. Bring your block to the other side of your body, your left side. Send your right leg back to meet the left and shake it out in a 3-legged down dog. Another side. Feet plant. Send your tailbone high to the sky. Push into your mat. Left leg kicks high. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Right leg, send it as long as you can on your mat. Top of your right foot is on your mat. Work your left shin, maybe a little more parallel to the top of your mat. Left hip, don't let it go down. Take the block, slip it under your left glutes. Maybe you stay right here. You do what feels good for your hips. Hips tend to get so tight. And poses like our lunges, our yoga in general, but poses like our lunges and our half pigeon pose really help send space there. And we all need more space, more flexibility, more mobility. Slip on down to your forearms if you can. Stack your hands if you want. Elbows wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Let it go. No tension in your hips. Inhale, lengthen, strengthen, breathe in, puff your chest up. You're strong like a warrior. And every warrior needs a caregiver, and the caregiver is your exhale. Oh, let it go, sigh it out. No tension in your hips. I think this pose feels really good once you've taken a couple breaths and you kind of give yourself permission to relax. So come back to our restorative practice, and we'll hold it for maybe 5 minutes this week. Check us out Thursday and Sunday. All right, press into your hands. Come on up, remove the block, and let's come out of this half pigeon pose. Tuck your right toes under, send your left leg back to meet the right, and shake it out at a 3-legged down dog. Bring both feet down. Let's sneak in a chaturanga dandasana. Hinge forward, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, tops of your feet are on the mat, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, hips are high. When you're ready, hinge forward, high plank. Should we do it again? No, let's don't. Come on down, all the way down to your belly. Once you're on your belly, your hands are underneath your collarbones. Keep them there. Legs go long, big toes touch. Legs are zipped up. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Elbows hugged in. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, let it go. On the next inhale, peel your shoulders up. Gaze down your nose. Lift through your chest, pressing the tops of your feet into your mat. Hands can be right underneath your collarbones. Maybe you press on up to your fingertips. Maybe no weight in your hands at all. Squeeze your elbows toward your spine. Squeeze your elbows toward your heels. Breathe, lift, finish. Come on down. Arms down by your side. Turn your head so your left cheek is on your mat. Whew. Soften in your shoulders. Maybe bring the ear to the mat. And then finish. Bring your head back to the midline. This time bend your knees. Maybe you use a strap. Holding onto the edges of the strap, pulling your heels closer to your bottom. I'm going to reach around, capture the outside of my ankles. Wiggle the knees back to the midline. They want to come apart like they did in Dancer. Heels toward your bottom. Head is at the midline of your body. When you're ready, empty all the air out of your lungs. And on the inhale, just kick. Kick into your hands. Kick into your hands. Look at your nose. Peel your shoulders up. Gaze down your nose. Peel your shoulders up. Peel your knees up. Come on down from your floor bow. Arms down by your sides. Turn your head, right cheek, right ear on your mat. Just the opposite of what we did a moment ago. Breathe. Get that nice stretch in your neck. Finish. Head back to the midline. Bend your elbows, hands under your collarbones. Straighten through your arms. Press on up. Seal pose. Let your hips relax. Send them to the sides of your mat. Come on up to standing on your knees. Time for a camel pose. I like to add the block between the ankles for stability. So, standing on your knees. Knees under hips, hips under shoulders. Breathe, look forward. Hands, bring them behind your low back. Press your hands into your low back, squeeze your elbows towards your spine, look forward. Stay right here. Maybe take it a wee bit farther. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe look up directly overhead. Maybe stay right here. Maybe your hands can reach toward that block. Maybe your hands can reach toward your heel as you look back to where the ceiling and the wall meet in the back of your room. Place your hands back on your low back. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. Remove the block, have a seat on your heels. Even this has a name. It's called Thunderbolt pose. Hands to your knees. Take a breath or two here. Maybe the eyes are closed. I'm going to grab a drink of water. You can do so much. And you can only do so much. Do what you can. All right, hands are on your legs. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We're almost done. Let's come on down to our backs. Once on your back, bend your knees and let's do a bridge pose. Knees are bent, arms down by your sides. Heels directly behind your toes, kind of in line with your bottom. Press on up, the hips high to the sky, pressing into your strong legs, your strong feet. Wiggle your shoulders closer to your spine. Lift here out of the hips. Big breath in, big breath out. Slowly roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Send your legs long on your mat. Press on up either with or without your hands and come on up to seated. Send your legs long, have a block or two nearby. Toes are up toward the sky. Let your arms go up too for your seated forward fold. Lengthen up through your torso, through your fingers, through your spine. Toes are bent toward your shins. Legs are long, little bend in your knees. Might feel good. When you're ready with these parallel arms, send them to the front of the room and reach through your arms. Reach as far as you want to reach. Think of handing somebody a Christmas present or getting ready to receive a Christmas present. Breathe. Breathe. Your gaze is still forward for now. Now let's take our hands down to our shins, our calves, whatever. Hinge forward, releasing the air from your belly, letting your forehead come towards your knees. Maybe you grab your calves. Maybe you grab your toes. Maybe you drape your wrists over your toes and let the fingers touch the sole of your foot. Breathe. Think of your tailbone going more to the back of your room. Slowly finish. Come out of this. Come on up. Shoulders over your hips. Take your legs, spread them apart, and bring the two blocks in between. A chance to rest here. You can bring your forearms down to your blocks. You can have your toes up toward the sky. Maybe spread your legs even wider. Help them out. Move them along. And breathe. You got two blocks here. Maybe you have them even higher. Maybe you're just leaning forward a little bit. All good. Maybe you hinge forward and let your head rest on the blocks. Play with the height of your blocks. Remove one, add one, do whatever feels right. Adjust it. Big breath in finds length. Big breath out finds depth in your forward fold here. And then let's finish. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. That is your wide-legged forward fold. Let's go. It'll help you when we do our happy baby in a moment. Come on down to reclined. Have your eye shade and your towel up near your shoulders. You know that means we're coming to an end, and that's nice. All right, come on all the way down to reclined. Supine twist, bend your right knee. Left leg is long, hug the right knee in. Left hand guides the right knee across the midline of your body, roll onto your left hip. Nice part here is tee out your right arm. Let the shoulders stay down and look to the right. Both hips come down onto your mat. Knee goes back up to the sky, hug it in. Send it long, other side. Right leg is long and straight on your mat. Left knee, draw it up. Interlaced fingers underneath the knee, hug it in. Maybe you stay right here. Keep your shoulders down. Right hand guides the left knee across the midline of your body, keeping your left shoulder down. Tee out your left arm. That helps keep it down. And look to the left as best you can. Both hips come down. Gaze goes back to the sky. Hug the left knee in one more time. Both legs go long on your mat. Once they're both long, bend them again together. Bring them on up. Happy baby. Left hand under left knee, right hand under right knee. Bring your knees toward your armpits. Not a real flattering pose, but who's looking? You're at home. Start to rock from side to side. Little low back massage. Maybe draw circles with your knees on the ceiling. Maybe take your hands, capture inside your calves or your heels. Send one leg up to the sky, then the other. And you know, this does get easier as you do it. One leg straightens, the other leg bends. Send your heels both high up to the sky. Open up your legs wide like you did just a moment ago in your wide-legged forward fold, and then finish. Knees come back to the midline. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet down. You've done it. I'm going to finish in a fish pose, Savasana, today. If you just want to stay right here, just let it all go. I'm going to take my two blocks, placing them at a stable height. I don't want to stress out too much. One vertical block is going to go between my shoulders. Above it is a horizontal block with a space between it for my neck. Come on down to recline. I got to adjust this low block. It was too low. All right, bring it so it's behind your shoulders, but nowhere near your neck. Your neck's hanging free. The other block is a pillow for the back of your head. You can lie completely down, solid on the ground, and just get as much contact with the earth as you can. Arms down by your sides, palms face up. With your legs, if you're in a classic Savasana, spread them a little bit so your heels are toward the edges of your mat and let your pinky toes fall out. If you're in a fish pose, maybe today you might want to bend the knees and just let the low back relax here. Another variation a lot of people like is to bring the soles of the feet together to touch and let the knees open wide. But you want to be relaxed. You don't want to feel stressed out here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You've done a lot today, a lot of movement, a lot of strength requirements. It's time now to be the caregiver, to just settle in and let the body enjoy just breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften everything you've got from between the eyebrows to the eyes, to the shoulders, to the limbs. Be at peace, my friend, for just a few minutes. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. If you can stay longer in your final Savasana pose, I would encourage you to do just that. Even just a few minutes. It's not that long, but it does a world of good. Give yourself permission to do it if time permits. If you need to move on with your day, take a big breath in and a big slow breath out. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you're in a fish-like pose with the legs bent, send them long on your mat. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, move the wrists, move the ankles. Even that alone feels super great. On an inhale, reach high up overhead and take a big good morning stretch. If you're on the blocks, ooh, it's a big extra treat. Breathe through this big good morning stretch. And as you're ready, bend your elbows and your knees and roll into a fetal position on one side or the other. Just roll off your blocks. Roll off your blocks and just scoot them aside. Low arms bicep is a pillow for your head. Knees are bent. Top shoulder is soft. Eyes are closed. Savor the breath. As you're ready, slowly press on up to a comfortable seated position, whatever is comfortable for you right here, right now. Hands to prayer center. We've done this a lot today. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Take a big breath in and a big soft shoulder sighing breath out. Gently blink your eyes open. Ta-da! You did it. You did it. Congratulations. You can do so much, and you can only do so much. Both statements are true. You did it. I'm really proud of you. You did a 1-hour strengthening yoga practice. It's not easy, but you make it work for you. That is the ticket. All right. Early on, we took a stress number. What was it? What is it? And how do you feel in your head? I think it really, really does lower your stress. You've moved your body feels good. You've got more flexibility, more mobility, more strength. Keep it up every single day. The only way you're going to get stronger is if you keep coming back every single day, and I promise you'll have a different practice every single day. Hopefully they're getting better and better. We shall see. All right, if you want to join our group, private group, Friends of 316 Yoga, it's on Facebook. Ask and I'll let you in. I like to post articles there, and we share lots of things. So may peace be with you today in all that you do. See you on your mats tomorrow. Bye, guys. Good girl, Piper. She just knows when it's over. Good girl. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye. Good girl. You are I admire you. I admire you for sticking around. I thank you for sticking around. And I admire what you're doing each and every single day to make yourself better. Every day, you're doing your yoga, and every day, you're getting better and better. You're reaching your goals of being more fit, more strong, and just feeling better in your body. And that's a good thing. Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends about the yoga, and tell your friends how this yoga is helping you. Your friends can join us. Our yoga is free. It's free for anybody and everybody. But if you'd like to support our broadcast, you can go to our website. It's www.316yoga.com. Stick with it, do your yoga, and spread the good word. See you tomorrow on your mats.